Leading lady Eva Longoria is a triple threat these days. She's an accomplished actress, a Hollywood activist, and now the Desperate Housewives star is showing off her skills in the kitchen with the release of her brand new cookbook, Eva's Kitchen, Cooking with Love for Family and Friends. And she is here to make some of her favorite recipes for us this morning. Great to see you.
Good to see you. I'm good.
So when did this whole love of cooking begin for you? It's been a lifetime thing, right?
Yeah. That's the great thing about the cookbook. It's kind of like a memoir of my life told through food, because in every major moment of my life, I've always remembered it's been centered around food and family. So, yeah, since I was
you describe your cooking as Mexican cooking with a little Texas flair to it.
Yeah, well, it's not a Mexican cookbook. It's a pretty international cookbook. It starts with a lot of Mexican food because that's where my culinary experience began, and then it moves into American food, and then into more European food.
Yeah.
So it's a journey.
So now, with these recipes, are they just kind of recipes that you've had in the family for years? I mean, what's it?
Both. I mean,
genesis of this?
there's a lot of family recipes, but there's also a lot of experimentation that I've had throughout the years, and I've just been all over the world and been really blessed to experience different foods, and so I always take a little bit of something from wherever I go, whether it's Italy or France or Spain, and I've kind of made it into my own. And this recipe in particular that we're doing today, which is sopa de fideo, is very Mexican. It's usually known as the Mexican spaghetti.
Okay. Is that what it is for people who don't know what it is? Is it Mexican spaghetti?
It's kind of Mexican spaghetti. What
smells good. That I can say.
What you should use is there's vermicelli noodles, but if you don't, you can use angel hair pasta. So what we're going to do is you're going to cut those in half. Okay. But we have a hot pan of oil here, a couple tablespoons, and then we have garlic that we're going to throw in here, and we're going to throw in some onions. All the measurements are in the book. I'm a pinch of this and a dash of that.
That's just it. I mean, from a measurement standpoint, I know you're kind of like, you know what, it's whatever your personal
I love garlic.
Is.
I love garlic and onions, so I like a lot of garlic. Okay. But if you don't,
just a pinch.
Yeah, then you just do less.
You like to use it all.
That was the hardest thing about the cookbook, was getting everything out of my head and onto paper, because I'm not a measurer. Okay,
what else do you have there?
That's comino, and that's going to go in a little bit later. We can put some in now. Why not, right?
What should I do with the product?
You're going to break it in half.
Just break it in half?
You're going to break it in half. Okay. So you're going to saute the onion, garlic, and the comino, which is cumin. No, don't put that in yet. You're going to saute this for a little bit.
You're the cook.
No. We're going to saute it a little bit. What I like to do also is I like to put the chicken in for a little bit sometimes, and I'll put it right on top of that once it's a little hotter. We have this is TV, so we're going to fast forward a lot of this. But I like to just get that flavor into the chicken, and then sometimes I remove it.
Yeah, you can really smell those onions in that garlic.
Can you smell
already.
it?
Yeah.
Yeah, so once you brown it just a little, just so that cumin gets in there, then I'll set them aside again, and then we'll throw in the
pasta?
The pasta, yes. And the vermicelli is more round, but if you use angel hair, you just want to brown it a little bit so it'll start to brown. Once it browns, we're going to pour in our chicken broth, if you can grab that, because it looks really heavy.
And that's just standard chicken broth?
Yeah, standard chicken broth. I like to use organic chicken broth. Okay. And then usually use 1 can of tomato. So we're just going to pour a little bit of that. And honestly, the tomato sauce is not for taste, it's for color.
Oh, is that right? Okay.
Yeah, so a lot of people think like, oh, I missed out. If you don't need the red color, then you don't really have to do that.
So how long are we letting this simmer for?
Well, you want it till it's a soft spaghetti noodle, but if you like a little more al dente, so about 20 minutes.
That's 20 minutes?
But you have to cover it, and you can't lift the lid. That's the trick to this, is you can't
look. No
don't
peeking.
check, don't peek, don't stir. You leave it alone, and then it turns out into this.
That looks beautiful.
Isn't that beautiful?
It smells so good.
Yes,
too.
and the longer you leave it, the less soapy it gets. It'll be a little bit more like this, but I like it soupy. I actually like it a little more wet.
It's just a certain density to it. It's just kind of like it's got this great thickness.
It's pretty hearty.
Yeah.
Yeah, and doesn't it smell good?
It smells fantastic.
That onion and
when you walk in,
garlic and comino, you can smell it all throughout the studio.
All right, let's move over here, because this is one of your Aunt Elsa's recipes. This is something that you really wanted to make sure was in the cookbook.
Yes, well, my Aunt Elsa I dedicated the book to. She's the one that I actually dedicated the book to, because she taught us all how to cook in my family. Yeah. So she and my Aunt Edna taught me how to make the homemade flour tortillas. So it's a great recipe, and you usually use a rolling pin and you roll them out, and they turn into these beautiful beautiful
little tortillas.
tortillas.
Yeah,
These are perfectly round. Your chef made them perfectly round.
Nice
Mine usually come out a little oblong.
But you don't want to make them look too professional. That's why.
No, you don't want to
make it look like they're store-bought.
No, not at all.
And then you also have to wash things down here because I know you've got this wonderful strawberry daiquiri that you have that's in the cookbook that you absolutely love.
I'll just dump this in there. This is a strawberry daiquiri. My family drinks a lot. No, I'm just kidding.
Mine too.
This is a drink we used to make because we used to have strawberries, a lot of strawberries, and so you put strawberries. You're going to put half a can of lemonade concentrate.
Okay.
And then you would do half a can of rum, any kind of rum you want.
And that could be more if you'd like, right?
Yeah. Or if you'd like, we're going to do some splash of orange juice and a half a banana.
Wow.
And then you just put that on high.
The non-alcoholic version.
This is the non-alcoholic version because this is a morning show.
Exactly. So we don't start drinking until at least 9 o'clock.
Right. But this is great. My Aunt Dee Dee used to make this all the time, and she was a lush. No, I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. You know, she's watching this, so she's going to be like, I can't believe it.
She's going to love that comment. Well, it's funny, downwind here, too, where you can still smell it.
You can still smell it, no?
Really, really good. Well, Eva, thank you so much.
Thank you.
Best of luck. Congratulations on this. Great to see you. This is really wonderful. We need to have you back to cook more often.
I will come back.
So much better than our other chefs, really.